What's up, guys? Welcome back to another beautiful interview. As I should say, one of the best interviews we're about to watch, or you should watch, because this is my favorite dude, man. I don't even gotta introduce him, because if you live in the Charleston area in particular, you know who this is. If you go out to the local scenes like Tin Roof or Poorhouse or Lo-Fi Brewery, if I said that right, dude, I could go on and on. You know who this is. The one and only, the legend, Tyrie. And normally I identify people as interview numbers and stuff. I ain't even gonna say that because this is the Tyrie interview. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, dude.
Dude, it's an honor. We've been waiting for this, bro. You know what's up, man. I have to match. Months. Since this man's been supporting since I started, bro. And I've kind of got introduced to him through Heavenly Soul. So shout out to Dylan. I have to always give people credit where it's due. Where I really got intrigued by Tyrie is the newspaper thing. Y'all went to what? The airport?
The airport shoot.
Yep,
that
and you
really
had the
Justin
suitcase.
did that, and Dylan,
y'all killed that, bro. Like, that's what got me intrigued with Tyrie and just his energy. So when that happened, I went to a show, which we said the Lo-Fi Brewery. Man was doing push-ups. No shirt on, no socks. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But no, let's start off with the generic stuff, man. Where are you from, bro?
I'm originally from Florence, South Carolina.
Florence.
You ever been there before?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've been there, like, drove through there. Let's just say that. But no, never been there. What's different about there?
It's just the Yibo. I can't say that. It's not a Yibo town, but it's like, it's your typical southern town, like, it's very similar to Somerville, like the downtown aspect of it is like very similar to Somerville's downtown, but it's like just a small community of like everybody knows each other. Your mom knows this person's mom, like you went to school with this person.
Is that a good thing in your books?
I mean, to me,
was that something that you lived up to?
I think for me it was good, but at the same time there's still a lot of things. It showed me one thing that's like, even though you may know somebody, you really don't know what's going on inside their home.
That's a fact. I'm glad you say that because that's actually what goes on in the world now. Is nobody knows what's going on. Like even the person that you're sitting there working with at your job at McDonald's could be. So it's like, it's sad, man. But that's crazy. Like, even hearing you're from Florence, I never would think that because it's rare hearing people come from Florence and stuff to come here. In my opinion. I've lived here my whole life. So, like, to hear you come from Florence is pretty cool. And I think you're the first from Florence on here. So that's dope, man. How was elementary school? Like, what elementary school in Florence?
I went to school. I went to a couple different schools. I went to school in McLaurin. I went to 𝙗𝙬, which are like all like small schools. Then I went to Sneed, and then I went to West Florence, which is like our high school. Went to like a technical college there for like 2 years. Then like just said, screw it, I'm out. Like just to focus on music.
Let's get into it though. How was high school? Like, were you like doing music at the time, or were you doing like videography? Like, what were you doing?
Oh, dude,
because we were all doing something.
That brings me back to another story. Is that I used to have, my mom bought me a couple cameras. They were never, and I always felt so bad. Like, they were like cool pics, like, like the Canon, like, like not like there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. I felt so bad because I was like talking to my mom a while ago, and I was like, my mom bought me this nice camera. It was like $300 at the time, right? But it was not what I needed, and so we took it back to Best Buy, and it was like a Christmas present. I felt so bad. I still feel bad to this day. Like, that's some genuine stuff. I'm telling y'all, real stuff right now.
At least you didn't waste it.
Oh yeah, I didn't waste it though, because I knew I wouldn't use it. But I ended up getting this other camera that was like a 720p. Like, I think it may have been Canon, but it was like, it almost looked like a Zoom or an iPod. Like, you remember they used to make cameras like that and you can video with? So I used to take like skateboarding videos of my friends, like in my neighborhood, like they would skate and stuff. We're like only black kids skating and stuff. And I would take videos of people who may have gotten in altercations. Like,
that's cool. Or just like viral moments.
Or I would make parody videos like when I was in high school. And then I remember my dad bought me Sony Vegas 2, I think, and then he also bought me the music studio that's by Sony, which probably nobody uses because everybody at the time were using Premiere. Blackmagic's 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙬. I don't even think 𝙄𝙣𝙩 was around at the time.
No, I don't
that was
think
like that's probably like 2010, 2009, like around that time. And I had always had the music studio, but the homies that I was hanging out with at the time, who I kind of went to church with and stuff, like they had, they were like making beats on Fruity Loops. And I just always, you know, I was like, damn, like that's cool. Like, you know, like maybe I should try and do that, right? I'd always wanted to be a musician because I played saxophone. And so, but I knew that like being a jazz musician, like you're not going to go as far as you would be like a pop celebrity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a long term, because I was thinking like, I love music so much that I want to be able to generate my like money off that. Like I want to be able to pay my bills. With,
you're thinking longevity.
Yeah, you know? And I was already thinking about that in high school. So they started, you know, they were making beats one day and I just remember that I was like, yo, I got a studio, like we can record in it. And like, it wasn't nothing at all. I had like I ended up getting a USB audio, a USB mic from this one kid that I had produced some beats for because I was making beats with the homies. And I got that, and then I rapped, and I mean, it was, I wish I could find a song. I still keep some of them, but like this song in particular was like, I had 8 bars, and they were just punchlines, you know, because I love Lil Wayne. Like, I think No Ceilings 1 had just came out, like, because this was like 2009, I think. Yeah, like circa 2009. Like I was listening to that, and like I just remember my cousins used to play Lil Wayne all the time, and that was kind of like a similar flow that I had. Like it was just punchlines. I'm not saying I rap like Lil Wayne because I did not rap like Lil Wayne, but that experience of them being like, yo, you can rap, and I was like, man, are they capping? Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't use the word cap because that word wasn't in my database back then. But
that's cool though, man. I just wanted to, like, I think a lot of people wanted to hear the journey and where you kind of started. That's why I let you kind of talk, because I think it's beautiful, bro. Especially following you for almost like 2 years. Like I would say almost 2 years or a year and a half. Like time is flying, and you put in the work those last, like since I met you. Like you have not stopped. Like there's always something going on. You're on tour right now. You got an album coming out soon.
Got 2 projects.
You just dropped a music video with Spliff. Bro, you got like a lot of stuff going on. You opened up with Currency.
Couture Festival.
Like bro, like this man is just doing everything, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. Like some people like, I'm not trying to like Debbie down any of the other artists in Charleston, but nobody's really doing that. Like, and I hope straight facts.
I want to hold myself to that standard.
Like,
you know, like no matter what everybody else says is going on, like people get so locked into this reality of like, oh my God, like this, you know, this isn't going well for me. This isn't right here. When you grew up every day, you know, making bologna sandwiches and like getting it out in the mud like every single day, bro. Like that's how hard you have to take it. Like this is getting it out of the mud every day. You know that. You've done 64 interviews, 65 interviews, you know, 100 interview, like, but it's repetitive. It's repetitive. Every day is repetitive.
I will cut you off and say this though, is to hear, that's what the interview is for, is to hear you've been doing it since high school. I haven't been doing this since high school. So like you've been doing this, bro. Like your hard work is showing out. Like,
and it took, I'd say in the last 5 years though, that's when this started happening. Like, you know,
I believe it. And that's why I had to get the flowers, bro, because it's like, I appreciate mine, but I'm not even there yet, bro. Like, you know, and it's beautiful to see you still doing it and to come from where you come from. Because you're from Florence, bro, and I'm not trying to make it that big a deal, but not many people know where Florence is.
No, they don't. That's why I said, wasn't saying that in a rude way. Like, you know, it's just like, there's a lot of country people there, but there's also like really, really smart and articulate people there who I hang out with, who I love, and it's just a unique place because it is one part like really, really southern, and like you got some country people there who have lifted trucks, but then you have some people there who are really artistic, some people who have free thinking mind, genuine people, but it's all, everybody's really genuine, but at the same time you still got that, you know.
I know what you mean. It's real, bro, and that's what makes you rare too. You know, in my opinion, that is beautiful, bro. So like, I was gonna ask you, how is the whole tour thing going? Because you've already traveled a few places. Where have you traveled?
I went to Columbia. I went to Wilmington earlier this year. Shout out to Shima Gold and Shima God. I messed that up, but but shout out to the homie, Sheem, and then
you're putting in work, bro. So it's hard to like, you know, that's why I keep the Albert Einstein over there, because it's like your head, you're always focused on the next thing. Like you're trying to keep going. I see it, man. That's why I think we match our energy. Especially when this man, if you ever go see him perform, or if you have seen him perform, You know what he does.
Yeah.
Takes the socks off.
You know.
Takes the shirt off. Like that is dude. That is
stripping on stage. Really.
You know the gifs.
Yeah.
You should make a gif out of that where it's like your thing, and then that's it. Like you can send it to people when you wake up and be like, "Good morning," and it's like you just taking the socks and shirt off. That's cool. But you said stripping.
Hey.
No, that's cool, man. And I also want to talk about your music because your music isn't normal either. Like I don't know if you categorize that as that, but I like Balenciaga Dreams. We talked about it before. I think I'm a big fan of your music in person.
Yeah.
Like especially because like I watched you perform 3 or 2 times now. And it's like each time you've gotten better, like, and I say better as in like, because there's always room for improvement. I don't mean to talk a lot, but it's like when your eyes are shut and you're really doing it, I feel that, bro. Like you know, some people artists, get on the stage and it's like, it's boring, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's songs you match the song energy, and then when it's time to get hype, you get hype. Eyes are open.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's why I love your energy, bro. You're different, man. And like I don't know, I've been waiting for this because like, dude, come on, you know what's up?
Facts,
so where'd you get that ego? Like, where'd you get that drive from, bro? Because that was not like that's not normal, man. Or do you even have it like classify it as an ego?
You watch sports a lot?
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport?
I mean, I'm a big
sports person.
I love.
All right, so it's like watching basketball. Basketball is a good reference to this. Whenever you go to a game and you see somebody, they taking their shots, whatever, but you see that dog. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a difference between a KD and Grant Williams. There's a difference. There's a difference. And I mean, I will say Grant Williams still is a dog, but like, there's a different layer of like, all right, I'm going to the mid-range and it's going in. No matter what you do, it's going in.
No, right.
And that's what I feel when I'm on stage. It's like, I'm going in. What are you going to do about it?
How do you feel when you don't make the shot, though? Spice that up for
that's spice. That's real spicy.
Because you don't make every shot.
I hold myself to a high standard. So any slip-ups, I feel like, all right, next time we're gonna go back to the drawing board. Like we're gonna immediately figure this out. Like how do we?
Do you do it as yourself or you have a group?
Yeah, I do it as myself. That's like I hold myself. I mean I have a MacBook hooked up on stage to auto-tune, to different filters and effects, and then I have Jonathan, who's my DJ, or I'm trying to work into a band now. I'm trying to evolve this craft. Like I don't want people to say, there's a lot of venues in Charleston, there's a lot of different places. They'd be like, oh, we don't want a certain type of hip hop. They've never heard my music before. So I have to figure out a way for somebody who's just passing me by, who's like maybe not generally open to hip hop because they don't want Little Durk on stage at their show, but they would maybe be more open to like a KRS-One, or maybe like a Kid Cudi type.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I love Lil Durk's. I love anybody who makes trap rap, but I just want people to view us as hip hop as like, yo, there's just not me with a DJ.
Yeah.
It's deeper than that.
It is deeper.
It's so much more than
that. Which I feel like your fan base, bro, knows that. That's why you have a fan base. Anywhere I go, you have an audience that are actually listening to your music.
Yeah.
That, and when you get off stage, they give you the love. Yeah. Like, they love you, bro. They love Tyrie.
Yeah. I mean, I say that in my song Blueface. I'm like, come see me in person.
Yeah,
bro,
like, because you're live, person, man. Bro. It's different, man. And that's where I feel like I interact with you more, too. Because imagine if we didn't meet off of no performances and it was just Instagram.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be the same. Dude, you're killing that video.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're a rapper, so your music video would matter. Yeah. But you know what I mean, though? Like, there's more to it right now. Because I look at in person than over this, because if you were to meet anybody who, like, promoter wise, they're gonna take you.
Yeah,
like no ifs, ands,
they
or buts.
should, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's certain people who you'll send out an email to, and I hope that the world hears this. When an artist sends you something, go check out their page. As an artist, you should be building up a catalog of videos. You should be building up that content. You should be showing people like, yo, I'm the best here. I do this, and maybe you're not you know, I'm not the best, but I want to be the best. Keep showing that dog in you every day, and that's what I try to do. And I'll go anywhere, and I will fuck it up.
You are going
every time. You
are going everywhere though too, because you're going to New Orleans.
New Orleans this week.
That's coming up, bro. Yes. I'm proud of you. I was just telling you and trying to help you, give us some advice on media press, because you got to reach out.
Yes.
Type in New Orleans podcast.
Yes.
You better do it. I'm gonna be as a podcaster. I'm gonna beat you up.
I'll reach out. I swear to God.
But for real, man, like, cause like you got it, man. I know you got the dog in you, man, and like I'm just glad that. I'm glad that we're here now, but I'm excited now for the next one.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready to see the fail or the go.
Yes.
You know, and be like, what can we do? You
and
know
I feel like I've probably had a lot of failures.
Yeah.
I've had so many, and I mean, you could fail every day, you know? I could trip, and that's a fail. Like, you know, I'd be literally tying my shoe right now and walk out of here, and, you know, I trip. That's a fail, you know? You're not walking correctly, but... You know, I started a clothing line. Right now, I got on Collective Perception.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
But
I talk about that.
Started a clothing line a long time ago called 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙚𝙬𝙬, Global, and it never went anywhere. Like God Global, it never went far. Didn't have the resources I needed.
Yeah,
that shit helped me.
So you just like, you want to talk about it?
I mean, yeah, let's talk about it.
So like, did you like dig into it with the expectations of like, let me try and get this started with the money aspect, or was it just something you just did out of fun? Like,
my hometown had this business renovation. I forget, I'm not using the correct word, guys, but anyway, they were revitalizing downtown, and I like went into this like process of like getting a, like, you know, trying to like, which I thought in my mind that I was going to have investors for this like business. Didn't really work out that well for me. Like, you know, I was a great candidate for it, but I just didn't have the resources at the time. I didn't know that, and like it messed with me for so long. And it was like, damn, like what, you know, like this is my life. Like this is what I want to do. Like why is this not happening? And now looking back on that, there's so many different things that happened. Like when I first moved here, I wasn't able to get shows. Went to Rec Room. Never got. I went to Warehouse. Now Warehouse is going to be a new uptown social type club, but I went there. The manager never. I went there 3 different times. Man's never contacted me back. Asked me to send him a set. You know, I sent him my music, and never hit me back. Asked me if I had speakers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know.
Yeah.
And like, imagine that. And there's so many other people who say like, oh, I can't get a show here. I can't do this. And it's like, I always look at them and I'm like, I'll help you out, but at the same time, like, I went through that.
Yeah, right.
I really went through that.
And that's how you got the dog.
Yeah.
So, like, what would you suggest anybody that would be going through that currently? Like, what would be some advice? Like, it could be positive, or it could be something so serious that they hear you. But some people need to hear the seriousness. Some people need to hear the stuff that will make you like, oh, I don't like that man anymore. Because it's just the truth.
I started where I could get in at. I didn't pay for that either. I did it. It was free, you know. Purple Buffalo was one of the first places in town that allowed people to do hip hop at the time that I had moved here, because I wasn't a big person. So I played there like several different times. Like just looking back, my brother Slim Soul Cody, Soul Power Productions had me on a bill there. I know Brent Best had me on a bill there with Dollar Menu. Fern and Friends there had me on there, and it was like that was relieving. And then Chris Gardner, you know him, Chris Gardner, should be the king of Charleston. He's like an OG, like, you know, just wonder of Charleston, you know, somebody that you see and just know. And he let me play in his backyard. That was back in like early 2019, and those moments where you have an opportunity to shine, you better figure out a way to show up. Like that's what I wanted to do. Is like I need to figure out a way to make people fall in love with me so much to where they're like, he's got to come back, and that's that live performance. Because nobody don't care about you besides that. You know, there's people who are blowing up right now. You know, I saw Pink Pantheress at Coachella, I think. It was one of those events, and she said, I need y'all to give me all of your energy right now. And everybody wasn't vibing, and I saw her before, and it was just a video. Now, people could have been vibing, and I think one of the biggest things that you have to look at, and I don't know her story, you know, I'm just saying generally, if you are somebody who blows up off TikTok or whatever, you never played a show before, you need to take some notes from bigger artists. Like, I love Travis Scott, I love Tame Impala, I always watch their shows. Like, I used to smoke and go and watch Tame Impala with my boys, and we would just be sitting there. Like, I never ever saw them actually live, but I saw them at home, and I took notes from watching them play different sets or the weekend, and like just realizing that like what they're doing is what you should be doing, and you may not have $500,000 production company behind you, but guess what? Like, what you have is the same, you know, that MacBook that you have, that Windows computer, you can do the same exact thing, man.
Same stage.
You can do all of that. It's just about how much work are you willing to put in. Are you willing to go get these lights, go get this camera, like get this set up, like, you know, and make this thing happen, or you're just gonna let life pass you by, you know? And I think that's the difference in me right now. I'm never gonna let life pass me by.
You haven't let life pass you by. And that's why I'm proud of you. I keep saying it. I have to give you full flowers because you deserve all the credit.
Yeah.
If there was and I'm never gonna like categorize one person as top, you know, best one. But if there was a top 5 artist of Charleston lately, you're in that. Yeah. Like, I think everybody would be like, because you are that dude.
Thank you.
You're everywhere. You're doing everything. You're doing everything. Media press. Y'all know what's up, bro. You know what I mean? And like the people that made it this far, there's a reason they made it this far to this video, because they love you, bro. Yeah. That's how I look at all my interviews, because that's what this is for. It's for them to know what's going on right now with you. Yeah. What's going on with the journey. So are you enjoying the tour and stuff?
I'm enjoying all of it. It's just like right now it's a lot because I have a day job too, and like you know, I'm doing videos, I'm doing music, I produce all of my music, you know. You know, I work with Tay, who does photography and digital media for me, and Dylan, and you know, I have other photographers that I'm working with too, and it's a lot to put together. And right now, I used to think that, oh, when I get here, I would just be like so elated, like, you know, oh, I'm doing it, and it's more just like I'm working, and I love it. I still love it, but it's a different type of love, like where you could only understand it if you're doing it, you know?
Yeah. Which that's rare. Yeah. That's 1%.
Yeah.
That's literally 1% that people who understand what you're saying. Yeah. And that's the people you surround yourself with.
Yeah, always.
Like I've noticed that. And that's why I always like split, like all the people I give them flowers, bro. Because it's like every time, bro, we've been doing this for like you've been doing this for a while. Yeah. But we've been since I met for a minute.
And if you can see all the people I have worked with versus the people like Dylan, I love Dylan. Dylan goes hard every day. People, every day, somebody can say whatever they want to about Dylan or Tay, and I'ma just say, you know what? They get the job done. They do. And they fucking go hard. Like
it took me a while to do it. I ain't gonna cap.
And everybody I work with, they're fucking going hard. And like when we talk to each other, we're like, how much harder we can go. And like it's like gym bros. You know, gym bros, people who health nuts, and like I got a friend like that, love him to death. He works out every day, you know, oh yeah, you know, I got 50 on this, you know, I got, you know, I'm putting in the work, and like that's how I want to be. Oh yeah, I'm a dog. Okay, you did a whole album this week. All right, let's do 4 this year. Like you know, let's do 5 this year. Like let's count them up. That's a fact. That's how much. Like some people are like, yo, that's a little bit too much for me. But it's like I'm pumped about this, but at the same time, like I'm creative and I'm pumped. You don't get that these days, bro. You don't get these days.
This man is a legend, man. That's why I'm shocked. I even got him on here because I've been waiting so long, and I think a lot of people have been wanting to hear what you have to say, bro. Like for real, like these are gems. Like, you're talking, and it's just going. It's just straight facts, because especially in the music industry. You know what I mean? From performing to just even the tour aspect of like what it's like to be on tour right now, you know? Yeah. So let's talk about your music real quick, because I know we're kind of talking for a second, but I'm loving this interview so much. Like, what is your favorite project, or like one that you will go around and promote to everybody?
Yeah, one that I'll go.
Because mine, like, I don't know if it was a single or if it was in the project, but Balenciaga, that was fire. Like, I loved it, and I heard it first performance, and then when I heard that, and then I heard it on the music, I'm like, all right, this man is
he's vibing.
He's it, bro. And
that's alt rap right there. That's definitely alt rap right there.
Yeah, dude, and that's why, dude, you're. So what is your favorite project?
My favorite project, right now would probably be season 3.
Okay. Spotify,
Apple Music, everything. Okay. Every freaking platform. You can be in Africa and go to wherever they're using it, and you'll find it over there. Right? You know what I'm saying? Definitely. You could be in China right now and get down. You know? And I'll be shipping it. I'll ship it anywhere in the world. You know what I'm saying? But
that's a grind.
Yeah, it is a grind. But that project, Channel 95 used to be the one I used to go to all the time. But season 3 is like my new, like, that's like, if you want to see where I'm about to take this, listen to that, and then also listen to the EP you're talking about with 𝙄𝙣𝙩𝙬𝙬𝙬, because that is like there's very certain songs on there where you'll hear it and you'll be like, that's unusual for a hip-hop artist to be doing that. And those songs are all what's leading me up to like the next big thing. Not even the album, not even the songs that I just showed you. This is gonna be leading up to like,
the first 2. I don't mean,
yeah.
First 2 were fire.
Yes. Yeah.
Like you know what I mean, dude. Dude, that's
that was
crazy.
The one with 𝙠𝙬𝙬𝙬𝙬 on it, which is coming out next month.
The one before that though, you changed it. This man changed it. See, I get mad when bro changed. I love hearing unreleases, man, because it's like, I don't know. You know, are you a firm believer on this? But when you hear it after a while, you kind of get like, not tired of it, but just like you just want to hear something else.
That's weird.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I only get tired of it whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
Like before, I could be listening to it for a whole year.
Right.
And then for some reason, like, it just drops, and then I feel like maybe it's like the universe is speaking through everybody else, and it's like y'all listen to it, y'all was rocking with it, and then now you're like, oh, I'm ready for the next thing.
Yeah, and
maybe that's like just the universe. Like, it just might be all the minds that have listened to the song have just been like that. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like a super spiritual conspiracy theory, but just for people out there. But yeah, I just feel like, you know, maybe it's just the time it needs to be over, so I can focus on the next thing.
I think it's, me personally, it's just 2023. Cause back in the day, you know, you got that ooh la 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 la, and it's like year 5 and everybody's still you know what I mean.
Bobbing to that song.
I think music has just changed, and I think TikTok and all the social media plays a big role because we expect the video to be done in 30 seconds. So now we expect the beat in the song to be done. And that leads back to Pink Panthers. That's her name, right?
Pink Panthers.
But that's my girl, bro. Like, I listened to her on TikTok and I'm like, all right, I got to put this to one of my motivational videos, right? Next thing you know, album come out. I'm like, whoa, what happened? Like, she got signed. So what does that mean? That means that people that make TikTok little 30-second videos get more publicity than actual artists who spend years on the album. So how do you feel about that? Like, do you think that is like social media kind of plays a big role in your music now? Or?
I partly believe half of that it's gonna look different within the next few years. I was just watching.
Bad way or good way?
Not in a bad way, but how long does a platform live?
That's a fact.
You know, YouTube is only one of the only platforms that we've seen live as long
longevity,
as it has.
Or in Google, but platform.
And they're trying to get into short form content, but they have long form content that people constantly go and watch. I love TikTok. I don't know how long TikTok will be here for. You know, it could be 20 years from now. TikTok's still here. But what does that look like? And if everybody's on there doing the same thing, trying to blow up, what is the pot like? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many onions are you gonna have in your soup? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's
a fact.
I look at all of this from a very different standpoint, to where content for me is just the side part. I want to be on the road. Like, road is where you need to be at if you're an artist. Merch, road.
That's what J. Cole said too.
You need to be on the road. Like, none of that, you know, because who's gonna, you want people to come and see. You want people to be enthralled with you. You want people to be like, yo, I gotta come see this boo. You know what I'm saying? He's walking down the street, I gotta go see him. I think that's where I'm looking at things now. It's like, I'ma still always do content, and if I blow off all that, that's cool. But I really think that I'm more of a people person, and it's all about who you are too. Like, you know, some people don't look at that. We get so lost in this content advertising. You know, I gotta do that I gotta do the same things too, but I want to look at it and say, you know, I'm just Tyrie. I'm doing a wonderful job. Everybody in different cities now, they've told me that. People at home have told me that. I need to focus on how I can make Marco listen to my music, you know? Yeah. Like, how do I get your ear? Like, and that's what I'm more about. And that's how I move through the city. It's like, yeah, like, you know, you can put me on this right here, but, you know, how can I be a brother to you? How can I get your ear?
Yeah,
you know, because I'm selling myself.
Yeah,
I'm selling this soul right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's,
some people say you're selling your soul. Yeah, I am selling my soul. That's every single one of y'all. Like,
this was meant to be, because that's what I already tell people, and it's not in a weird way. Shout out to Waterpod podcast. You need to go hop on his stuff. I went on there and said I feel like I sold my soul, and it's not in a bad way. It's just I sold my soul for this podcast stuff, bro. Like, it's the sacrifice I chose to make, especially for longevity, for the kids, to help people, you know. So, dude, this hits differently, man, and I'm glad that this is about made me cry, because it's like, people don't think like that.
Yeah, nobody does.
Nobody does. And if there was more people like that, then the world would be different.
It wouldn't matter where you're at.
No,
it wouldn't matter where you're at. We got the internet, bro. I think you can become the president. No, you can. Ask Trump about that. You could be on Twitter every single day
and still get that.
And still get everybody. Go on YouTube every day. You ain't gotta go to Montana, all that. Nah, I put out a good video. I bet you'll see it. Oh, you might rock with me, baby.
But it's like they only want money. If you're not giving them money, sex appeal, or there's something else I'm missing. That just like that dog, you know what I mean? Then it's a wrap. Like, you're not getting no attention.
Yeah, you're not.
That's just how I feel.
You know. And I don't got jewelry on shit. You know, but I'm just out here.
Bro, you don't have nothing on stage.
Yeah.
You don't have nothing on, bro. Literally just pan.
Yeah,
like,
real,
you do
bro.
that. That's why I love your energy. When I see you, I'm like, I put the camera, I'm like, let's go. Like, I don't, you know, none of that shit matters, because next time I need you to, you know.
Yeah,
that's why I've been thinking about doing music managing, because it's just like, I feel like I could give people that, like,
you have that
boom, like, well, it's more of like, I just care for people, man. Like, I want them to succeed. If you ever thought Marcellus Seabrook wasn't trying to help you in your life ever, then there's something you're not there. So I'm sorry, no. But no, man, I just want to ask, because we are kind of getting to it. Can you always be yourself when you wake up?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it's about to rain. This is the third interview in a row.
Paper up, bro. It's about to rain, dog.
But can you always be yourself when you wake up?
I believe that I can definitely be myself. Sometimes, you know, I might wake up hungover, so I might not be myself.
It's hard.
But it is. I think we're all on a journey, and there's days where it's definitely hard to just wake up and be like, I gotta be the best person I can be today, and I'm always do it, no matter what.
You do.
It's a choice, you know, that I don't want to make. I don't want to make that choice. But you gotta make that choice. You gotta go out there and do it, and that's up to you to decide whether you're gonna do it or not. But I'm telling you, at the end of the day, I'm being rewarded. I'm being blessed. Like. You know, if we had an argument, we had a fallout, whatever, screw it. Like, I'm on to the next. Like, I'm gonna tell you I'm sorry. You can accept my apology or not. You know what I'm saying? What you want to do, you know? I don't know.
But if they don't, then they're kind of fooling. Because I already know, man. You're a genuine person, and you. Go ahead.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go and get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wake up, and as you said, I am gonna wake up and be Tyrie every day. Some days it's hard, as it should be for everybody. Some days it's hard, but I'm still going to do it, you know?
You should never give up, bro, because you got it, bro. You're up next, man. Like, for real, you really are, man. And the fact that everything you're doing shows for it. But I do want to ask, where can we find you on social media?
Yo, Mind of Tyrie, Tyrie, Mind of Tyrie, on everything, even .com, mindoftyrie.com. Like, that's where you can find me at.
This man got a .com.
Yeah, I do. And also, but it's Tyrie, Tyrie, on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you listen to. I swear, just go and listen to the music.
Don't tell me dreams.
Don't tell me you like me. You like the show or whatever. You better go and listen to it, because that is two different things. Yeah, you can like me. My girlfriend likes me too. But you better go listen to that music.
You sound like my homie Frank, bro. My homie Frank would be geeking. And but that's cool, bro. Please check out his music, though, for real. Especially Charleston scene, and particular the whole world. But Charleston, please, because y'all need to wake up, collaborate with my dog, tap in with him, learn from him. Because, bro, you're the future, man. Like, you got it. It's bright. But y'all know who it is. The legend, the one and only.
It's your boy Tyrie, baby.
Bro, I appreciate it. It's been more than a privilege, but an honor to even have you come and sit in here, because I've been long overdue to do this one. But dude, remember, stay true to yourself. The only way to achieve your dreams is through you. No one else is going to do it. You got to get up every single day, and you got to want it, and you got to grind, because if no one else is going to do it but you.
That's facts.
That's it. No one else. I love every single one of you guys. Stay tuned for the next interview, and then the next interview, and then the next. I'm not going anywhere.
Ain't going nowhere, baby.
Oh, not going nowhere. You gotta leave now. Love you guys. Peace. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.